my lovely people, this is Faryal from Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're doing amazing. So in this cooling market, you probably are noticing that some properties end up selling a lot faster than the others. And you might wonder, why is that the case? Well, to have a successful sale of your home, it's important to use the right pricing strategy. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 different pricing strategies and in which scenario each strategy will work the best. And in the end, I will also share some of the examples of some of the properties that sold and didn't sell. And you can see it for yourself how the pricing strategy makes such a big difference. But before I get into that, my goal of making these videos is to make sure that me as a full-time real estate agent can share my expertise and knowledge with you, so you as an informed, smart buyer and seller can make your own right decisions. So if you haven't subscribed to your channel, please do so. Your support is much appreciated. So guys, let's get right into it. So number 1 strategy that I will talk about is called below market value. Now this strategy might seem like going in a wrong direction for your wallet. However, it will end up getting you more money in the long run. But this strategy will work for certain situations. So I have 4 different scenarios that you can use this strategy for. Number 1, if you're someone who is selling in a seller's market. In this case, there's a lot of competition among buyers. Listing it below market value will attract more buyers, which in return will create bidding wars, and you will end up getting a lot more for your property and best possible price for your property. Number 2 scenario will be if you're someone who is looking to sell your home quickly. In this case, you're more concerned about the timing versus the market. Even if, let's say, you're in a buyer's market, guys, in this situation, it's best to list it below market value because it will help to sell your home a lot quicker rather than sitting on the market. Now, number 3 scenario, if you are someone who's selling their luxury home. When it comes to luxury homes, it's very common to see higher prices because of the size, amenities, or the amount of work that's been done. And if you're being compared to other luxury properties, it's very easy to get lost among the competition. So just lowering your price slightly lower than the average will help you to expand the buyer's pool. And number 4 situation, would be if you are someone who is avoiding the renovations or the work that needs to be done. So it's up to you. You decide whether you want to put the money and time to renovate it now and then get the profit later on, which highly depends on the type of work that you have done, if the buyer wants that or not. So, or you can be someone who just leaves it up to the buyer and adjust that in the price now and list it below the market value to attract more buyers and let them do the work and renovations. So number 2 pricing strategy that I would like to talk about is called at market value. Now this pricing strategy is literally finding the sweet spot because it doesn't make you look too desperate or unrealistic at the same time and gives your home a chance to stand out in the market. Now, which scenario will help support this strategy the best? Number 1, if you are in a normal market, which means it's neither a seller's market nor a buyer's market. Number 2, if you're looking to sell your home and you know that the market is changing, you know the market is going towards a downswing, so you'd rather you sell your home now than waiting and selling it for less later. Number 3, if you're someone who does not want to do big price reductions as compared to someone who will list it above market value. And that leads me towards our 3rd pricing strategy, which is called above the market value. So let's talk about above market value, guys. This strategy is usually used when the market is giving you indication that it will support this pricing strategy, because unless the buyers fall in love with your property, they are not voluntarily paying more for your property. And you have to also keep in mind that buyers do have limitations when it comes to their purchase power. Now, a few reasons where this strategy can be supported is number 1, if you're listing your property in a seller's market where you have a little bit more leeway and you can price your property higher. And number 2 would be if you're someone who's looking to retire and you want to get that extra money, that extra cushion, this strategy you might want to use to make sure and see how much more you can get for your property. Now, let's go and take a look at some properties and check them out in this market, what's really happening, how much are they listing for, and how much they're selling for, and how long they're staying on the market. Let's take a look. Okay guys, so now I'm logged into the MLS system to show you some of the properties and examples of different pricing strategies in this market. All of them, I picked it for you guys to give examples, and they're all sold in the month of July. So let's take a look at this one right here. This one is a townhouse listed in Milton. Initially, they listed it at $929,888. So that's definitely shows because the market was sitting on the property was sitting on the market for about 28 days before it got sold. So originally they listed at this price, which was not the market value of the home in this market, maybe back in January, February, and then they relisted it at $868,888, and they ended up selling it for $854 for the property. Now it just shows you that if they would have from the beginning, from the start, listed it closer or listed it at $868,888, or maybe closer to this price that they sold for, which is the original market value of the home, the chances were that their property would have sold before 28 days being on the market. And that leads me to show you some of the properties, even in this market that you're saying that it's cooling off and properties are taking longer, have sold within 1 or 2 days. And I'll show you the reason why, because they were very close to or in the ballpark of the market value of the property. So this one right here got sold in Toronto again in July. They listed at 1.39999, ended up selling it for 1.375. But guys, look at this, within 2 days. So they were very close in the ballpark of the market value for the property, got sold pretty fast. I'll show you another one. And this is actually higher in the more, the more higher you go into luxury homes and the more expensive homes, they tend to take longer to sell. But if you price it right, no matter which category you're in, townhouse, detached home, luxury homes, whatever it is, you will end up selling it in a timely manner. So look at this one, guys. This one was listed in Toronto again, a detached home for $2,088,000, got sold for 2.1, so just over. So that's what the market value is, because in the end of the day, the market and the buyer decides what's worth of your home, what they're willing to pay for it. So that it seems that it was a little bit higher than what they listed. Always a good idea. And look at this, guys. It got sold within 3 days. I also want to show you an example of a property that is listed on the market, was listed at the market for below its market value, and didn't get sold. So this strategy, they probably used this strategy for this home in Mississauga. They listed it at $9,999, holding offers in hopes of creating bidding wars. But keep in mind, guys, the market also has to support the pricing strategy. It's not just that which strategy you're going to go for the situation you're in, but you have to also look at the market factors that supported. Right now, the kind of market we are in, holding offers is not the very best strategy to use, maybe in some cases, but in majority of cases, this is not the market to do so. So that just shows you, I just want to show you some of the examples that how important it is to price your home correctly, given the market conditions, given what's going on in your neighborhood. You have to keep those factors in mind as well, and also what the other properties that are similar to yours are selling for. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm always interested to know what you think, so do comment below, give me some feedback, and if you have any questions, and if there's any topic that you would like me to cover in my next video, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Until next time, have yourself a wonderful day, and remember to be kind to yourself and others.